Hey everyone, welcome to Salesforce with Zach. Today I want to show you how you can use Salesforce AI to unlock the power of language translation for your records. Let's dive in. So we're back. Welcome. Thanks again for joining. We are back again working with Howie White. Howie, for those of you who are new to the channel, is my dog. I like to use him in my use case for anything that I'm doing to instruct or teach about Salesforce. But today we're looking at the opportunity object, right? We want to learn more about how we can use Salesforce AI to translate some fields that come in from opportunities, from cases, from leads, whatever it is, and translate it into English or to our native language. So in this hypothetical situation, I got a new opportunity for a 4-hour drone shot. Again, the company that I'm working with is a drone flying company, and it looks like we've got a lot of details. We've got the amount, the opportunity name, when the date is, or when the close date is. But one thing that I found interesting was that when the customer filled out our form and the opportunity was created, they actually responded in Spanish. Now, this is no problem. Of course, I can go in, copy this, put it into Google Translate, get a response back, and reach out to the customer accordingly. But that can become a little bit tedious, especially if we're working with tens, dozens, or hundreds of customers that speak in a different language than us. So what are we to do? Salesforce AI can actually step in and help out with this exact use case. So let's take a look at what can be done. The first thing that we want to do is come into Setup and type in Generative AI to the quick find menu. So once I come down here to Einstein Generative AI, the very first thing that I want to do is make sure that I have it turned on. So awesome, everything looks good, I have it turned on. If not, go ahead and turn that on, refresh your browser, and you'll be off to the races. The next thing I want to do is come over to Prompt Builder. Inside Prompt Builder, I can build out prompts. If you haven't seen the prompt building video yet, go ahead and reference that. But basically, these are reusable templates that you can give to your customers or give to your sales reps or service reps or whoever to bring back copy based on the instructions that you fed it. So let's take a look at what a new prompt template would look like for this situation. I'm going to be using a field generation prompt template type. And under the name, I'm going to name this language. Actually, I'll just name this translate to English. API name will be the same. And the object that I'm working with, of course, is going to be the opportunity. But for you, you might be working with another object. So the really important thing that you have to be aware of is before you even dive into any of this really, what you want to do is create a field that the translated instructions will be put onto. So in our example, if we go back, we look at this, we've got the description that came in, and I've got a new field that is just called description translation. So I'm going to be targeting that description translation field. So I'm going to come in here and I'll just type in description. I'll select description translation, go ahead and click next. And here we are. We're in our prompt builder. So I can feed it all kinds of information, give it all the instructions that I want to, but essentially this one's pretty basic. I just want it to translate a different field that I have. So I'm just going to type in translate this field to English. And then under here, under my resources, or I'll give a little colon, under my resources, I need to tell the prompt what field are we looking at. So I'll come down to the opportunity object, I'll type in description again, and I'll grab my description field this time because this is the field that I'm grabbing from the Salesforce record and translating to English. So the really wonderful thing is this is a very easy prompt. I just want to come into my related record and do some testing. So I might come in here and I'm going to find that 4-hour drone shot opportunity that we were just looking at. And the preview language that I want to check out is English. So I'll click save and preview, give it a little bit of time, and we should get a response back. So now what I'm seeing is my prompt, translate this field to English, and it's giving the prompt or giving the description from, or the information from the descriptions, pardon me. So again, this is the exact same information that we got over on the opportunity. And here's the response. Hello, I would like to inquire about the prices and details for having a drone take some aerial photographs and videos at my wedding. We will be getting married in Fremont near downtown Seattle at Gasworks Park, and the weather is expected to be beautiful that day. We would love to capture some photos of the city, us walking towards the altar, and any other ideas you may have. Thank you. This is a really thoughtful response that our customer put in, so we want to be sure that we are thoughtful in return. So Salesforce AI can help out with that. So I really like this response. Everything is looking good. I'm just going to go ahead and click activate. Now this is active, but where does this go? How do we actually use this field? If I come over here to my opportunity object and hit refresh, I don't automatically see that field populated. So what are we supposed to do? We're going to come over here to the setup or little gear icon. We'll go to edit page because we actually need to enable the new Lightning UI, and we need to basically attribute that description field to our prompt. So I'm going to come in here and I'll click into my details pane, and you might see an option here that says upgrade now to upgrade to the new version of Dynamic Forms. So I'm going to go ahead and click upgrade now. This is all safe, and I'm going to actually choose the opportunity layout as my default. And awesome, so here we go. We've got opportunity name, address, all the information that we're looking for. But one thing that I'm noticing is there's been some changes. That's okay. Down here I've got my description field, and there's my description translation. So now if I actually click into this field, my description translation, then over on the side, what you'll see are Einstein Generative AI templates that you can select. So I'm going to select the Translate to English template, go ahead and click Save, and I'll say, that's okay, I'm going to save this anyway. So once this saves, then we can go back to the opportunity record. And sometimes it does take a little bit for it to load, so if this doesn't happen on the first try, that's all right. But I can come in here and click on my opportunity template, and yeah, it looks like it just needs another second, so we'll give it a second to think. Oh, definitely thought I just paused that. That's okay. But now whenever I come in here, you can see that I've got my description. I went ahead and hit refresh. When I scroll down here, my description is listed. That's awesome. And then now this looks a little bit different. I see these little 3 stars. What happens if I click this? What I can see is that now it is scanning this field and taking a look at the field, or taking a look at the prompt that I had built out. So I'll go ahead and I'll click use. I'll click save. And now I can actually see what this says, translated into English from Spanish. So that's really helpful. Now I can take this information and say, okay, I can reach out to my customer. I even noticed that they are Spanish speaking, so I might email them with clarification on which language they prefer to speak in, maybe get them aligned with a sales rep that can help them out, things like that. But in short, that's how you can actually go and take a field from Salesforce CRM that comes in or is translated or is coming in from a different language than your normal language, and translate it into a language that you might observe more frequently. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you bared with me as I kind of fumbled around my words a little bit there, but it's really powerful, really useful tools. There's going to be more videos coming out. So thank you all so much again for watching, and see you next time.